David, is it fair to say that was your worst performance of the year?
I think that's absolutely fair, yep.
What went wrong?
Oh, there was a few areas. I thought our effort early, we had our chances. We didn't finish our work in front of goal in the first quarter. I thought we squeezed the ground well. We turned the ball over in our front half in terms of forward half intercepts. But it started with our ball use. We missed too many options. At times we got caught going quick. They got their numbers back well. And when we went forward quick, we didn't defend behind it with the same speed. And then to North Melbourne's credit, their ball use was better than ours. Their ability to win the ball back and then go through us, I thought was superior to ours. I also thought they got on top in the centre bounce and got the game played in their half. And when we weren't using the ball well, we had trouble getting it down to our end. And then when we did get it down to our end, our ability to finish our work and hit the scoreboard wasn't good enough. But I thought North Melbourne was stronger than us. I thought they did the fundamentals, the basics better than us. Some simple things like spoiling from behind. For whatever reason, I thought there was a slight shift in our mindset and we weren't at our ruthless best.
How disappointing was it to concede 7 unanswered goals in that third quarter?
Oh, it was very disappointing. There was a little bit of the how and there was a little bit of our chances. We didn't use the ball well going forward as well. So there was two folds. It wasn't just defensively, it was offensively, and then their strength, their ability to stand up in our tackles and get the ball out. I thought we got inside and won some ball, but their balance around the outside and the possessions they got on the outside from an uncontested point, they smashed us in that area. And they were able to use the ball better. We had some good plays where we're out and we just weren't able to finish our plays and use the ball and force them to defend for longer. So, there was some disappointing offense and defense in that run.
Can you put the mindset issue, what you just touched on, David, down to a reason? Like, considering, the team had to win every game to make the finals, it's probably pretty disappointing that the mindset wasn't right, is it? Can you pinpoint why?
No, I can't. It's a hard one because maybe it was because they felt like they wanted to do something extra to help the side. Because in the first quarter, our effort was there and our intent, we just didn't finish our work in front of goal and even going inside 50. Some of our kicks inside 50 weren't good enough. We got the ball in, we turned the ball over. I thought our backs did a great job early at owning the space and turning the ball over in the front half. So from a mindset to start the game, I thought it was good. Maybe there was a frustration that came in that we weren't executing and playing as well, and we felt that we had to do something beyond just doing the basics well. And we started trying to try harder and overreach rather than just nail the basics. I thought from a ground ball tackle point of view, I thought we could have been stronger and cleaner in that area. And then obviously I've already touched on our ball use and our speed to defend, our speed to number off and play on an opponent and get up and defend our opponent wasn't at the level that we've been at in the past few weeks.
How heavily do you look to examine that third quarter during the week? Because, that was where it really did get away from you.
In terms of looking at it, we'll look at every quarter intently. It's what you do. Regardless whether it's a good quarter, you look for what you do well. And when it's not a great quarter, you look for what broke down. But on the day, we tried a few things. We had a couple of different guys go to certain opposition players through the midfield. We thought Cunnington early, then it was Simpkin. Hall off the back half was giving them some good drive. And then down in the front half, obviously, they were getting some good looks. And they were breaking through our system. We left our last line defenders out to dry on a couple of occasions because they broke through our system. So there's lots we'll look at. We'll review it closely, but we'll review the whole game closely, to be honest.
Zach Williams, how bad's his injury?
No, it's a hamstring. I'm not sure how bad yet. We'll find out more throughout the week.
The run of goals, David, today, that third term, obviously, it was obviously an issue earlier in the season with the run of goals. Was there something you needed from your leaders in that term to just change momentum, whether it's slowing the ball down or getting a bit physical with the roos? Is there something that just intrinsically just doesn't happen at those times?
Yeah, we've been quite good in that area over the last bit. You're right, at the start of the year was a pattern of behaviour, and we've been able to limit that damage, and that's what's probably allowed us to be in more games. Is when teams have had a run on, we haven't allowed them to score as many. This one was a hard one because we're getting our looks. At one stage, I think we'd had more scoring shots. Maybe we'd even had more inside 50s. I could be wrong there, but we just weren't finishing our plays. Just when they got through us, they were able to finish their plays. And I think at one stage I might have had 9 inside 50s for 7 shots or 7 or 8 shots. So it wasn't that we weren't getting it in our half. It was more the way we're using it and defensively. So, yeah, you look for your whole team, but your leaders particularly are the ones, your experienced players, you want them to step up. But, look, at times I thought we did slow the ball down. There's a couple of times we slowed the ball down and went to chip around and just didn't execute kicks, and missed skills, turnovers cost us. So it wasn't always from going too quick. There was quite a few factors, but over the period, they were stronger in us in the contest, and they got on the outside, and it was our ability to defend as a team that hurt us most.
Did you feel the forward line suffered without Harry Mackay there as a focal point?
We tried a few things. I thought Cripps, I think he ended up leading our clearances and our goal kicking, which it was a tough ask. I thought him and Matthew Kennedy, we wanted them to play forward and hit the scoreboard a bit and then still play on ball. And I think they both hit the scoreboard. So they did well. Jack Nunes from the wing hit the scoreboard as well. But, look, Harry's been a focal point, someone we've gone through. I thought Jack Martin looked dangerous down there, but we just couldn't seem to connect. We probably tried to lower our eyes a little bit more often than we have, and a couple of those were costly turnovers that went down the other end, where maybe if we had Harry, we may have felt more comfortable to kick it to the top of the goal square and get a contest. So I'll have to ask the players how they were feeling about that, but we tried a few things. We sent Jacob Wiedering there late. We needed to score, and we know he's a good one-on-one mark, but we tried him down there as well. So we tried a few different things throughout the day.
How close was Harry to playing, and should we expect to see him next week?
We thought early in the week that he was going to be right, but he didn't progress. So, right now it depends. If he shows some progression, then he may be available. But at this stage, he hasn't progressed. So we need to look further into it and make sure what the exact injury is and be really clear, and we'll go forward. But it'll be when the pain and the swelling reduces, then he'll be available again.
David, we know footy's obviously a harsh, ruthless business. We obviously know the reviews going on. The club obviously wanted to make the finals this year and sort of said pre-season it was time to sort of get to the finals, or at least really be in contention. Are you worried at all sort of about any personal sort of consequences of not making the final with this review going on?
Sorry, in terms of personal
just in terms of where this could leave you at the end of the season, with sort of power brokers going through sort of the footy department at the moment and seeing what's happening there, and just this review going on, like not making finals, could that be sort of a fatal blow perhaps for yourself, or do you sort of feel there's a lot more in the tank still to come?
I have absolute belief in this group. I think there's a lot more. I think we've seen some growth over the last period, and today was really disappointing because it didn't follow that trend. So that hurts. That hurts the playing group, the coaching staff, our fans, that we didn't continue. But over the longer journey and where we're going, I have absolute belief in the group. I have belief in the people we have at our footy club that will take us forward. So if the question is, do I have belief? Absolutely. And I'll keep saying it. We've got some work to do. We're not good enough yet, clearly, and that's why we're not playing finals. But going forward, this group will play finals. I'm very confident of that.
You played Mark Murphy as a medical sub today. How do you handle him from here? He's got 3 games to go to get to the 300 games. You're out of finals contention now. Does he get there?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I really hope so. This week he was he wasn't in a position to play 100% of the game, so it was either play limited time in match simulation or come on as a sub. So that worked out well. Going forward, we'll look at that. But look, Mark's been a great player for his footy club for a long time, and we'd love to be able to get him there. But obviously, there's lots of factors that come into it when you're picking the team, and there's form and there's ability to go. And we want to go and win the last 4 games that we've got this year. So that's our aim, and we still want to do that. But we also want to respect what Mark's done for this footy club. He's been a great player, and he's led from the front for a long time.